Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and this is another video in our series called Editing Like Apple. If you are new joining us, now our last tutorial video I showed you guys how to create this, and in this video we're going to take it a little bit further and complete the next part of animation, this.
When you work at a small business, IT can be a...
Without talking too much, let's jump right into the video. Now let's see where small business started from.
All business.
Okay, so it's here. What I can just select 3 of them here, and I'm just going to move forward by 1 frame, and I'm just going to hold my Alt and close brackets. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press this, and that is beautiful. What we're going to do now is we're going to work on this small business animation, and it's actually cool and very easy to do. The next thing I'm going to do is we're just going to zoom out a little bit, and it's first going to go to our type 2 here. I'm just going to type in business, so we know capital business. So okay, I think I finally got the font that they're going to use in this, and it's Helvetica, in case somebody is wondering. So I'm just going to come to my Align tab next and just align it to the center of my composition right here. And I think for this one I can actually get away with increasing the size a little bit, so something like this. So just aligning back to the center of my composition somewhere here. Now what I can just do here is I can just go back to my original shape layer here, and I can just open it up and open up my layer styles here, and I can just copy my layer styles right here. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back up to my business layer here, and I'm just going to paste it back here. Now I can open it up here, open up my layer styles, open up my gradient overlay, and I can just work on the angle. So let's see, something like this. Okay, all I can just do now, I can edit my gradients, and I'll just move this forward here, and I can just lighten this one a little bit more. It's still be dark, but not as dark as it was before, because I want it to be this shape. Now next thing I can just do here is I'm just going back to my text tool again, coming up here and typing the word small. And I don't think this is what the capital, so yes. And now I can just come here and I'll just scale this down. I think this is okay. So I'm just going to do is I'm just going to zoom out. So before we move forward, let's just move these 2 layers to the back, so it starts after this frame. Okay, what I'm just going to do now, I'm going to my paragraph tab here, and I'm just going to put the paragraph in the middle, so I can just align it back in the center here. So I'm just going to open up my business layer here, add an animator, and I'm going to add tracking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move forward in my timeline, so let's say somewhere around here, and I'm going to make a keyframe on my tracking amount. And now I'm just going to go back to the beginning here, and I'm just going to increase tracking amount like this, so he has this effect. So now what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to my small layer here, clicking on P about position keyframes, and I'm just going to where the animation ends here, and I'm just going to make it put a keyframe on the position and go back to the beginning there. All I can just do is I can just move it until it's back to being in the middle. So now if you play it back, you can see that it actually tracks with it really well. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom out, and I'm just going to create a new null object. So go to layer, new null object, and I'm just going to move this back so it actually starts where the others are starting from. And I'm just going to select my small and business, and just parent it to my null here. And what I'm going to do next, I'm going to click on S to open up my scale keyframe, and I'm just going to the end here and making the keyframe right here. Going back to my beginning here, I'm just going to scale it up. So something like this. Now I'm going to pull back also. Hold Shift P to also bring up the position keyframe. Make it keyframe there, pull back to the beginning, and I'm just going to position it like so. Okay, so it's still too close, and what I can just do is I'll just continue increasing the scale. Cool. And let's just position it down, bring it this way again, down again, somewhere like here. That's cool. Let the two of them and just hit F9 to easy ease. Open up my graph editor, and I'm just going to adjust it like so. So adjust it like so. Okay, so I'm just going to select this keyframe and just move it back here also. Okay, so I think it's here that the business animation stops, so I can just move this back somewhere around here, and let's hit again.
Small business, IT.
Okay, so that's perfect. So let's just come back here also, move one from in the front, select these three layers here, and I'm just going to Alt and close the bracket. Okay, so for our next layer, very easy. So it's just an IT layer. So I just duplicate one of these work layers here, bring it to the top, and we're just going to shift it to the back here. Cool. And now I'm just going to replace the word with IT. So let me just align it back to the center of our composition here. And what I can just do is I'm going to duplicate it 2 more times. So like what I did for, I can just delete the T here, go to my next layer here, and just delete the I. And I'm just going to move this back somewhere around here, and I can just delete the original. What I'm just going to do now is IT. So the IT is actually, I think it's like this long. So I can just move my T layer back somewhere around here. Display it. Cool. And forward again. Okay, so that's perfect. The next one is going to be can be. What I'm just going to do is I'm just going to my IT layer here. I'm just duplicating the I, and I'm just going to move it back and type in can be. So can be, and I'm just going to align it back to the center of my composition right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this 3 more times. And firstly, delete everything apart from the can. Delete everything apart from the B. Move it down to somewhere like here. And last but not least, delete everything apart from the E. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to select 3 of them. I'm just going to extend it downward a little bit. So let's play it back. So can't supposed to enter around here. Okay.
What's this here?
So B starts somewhere around here. Let's drag this back here.
A big deal. A big deal. Big deal.
Okay, so E starts here. So now let's play back from the top.
Small business, IT can be a big deal.
Oh, for this my small business, I made a mistake. Let's use open up our keyframes here. What I'm just going to do, I'm just going to move all the keyframes so that it actually starts at the point I actually want it to start. So somewhere around here. So let's play back again one more time.
Small business, IT can be a big deal.
Okay, so I'm going to do is I'm just going to select everything here and we're going to trim it back here. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to work on the big deal.
Thank you for watching that video. Please like this video has helped you anyway. Comment down below of any problem you have following this tutorial and I'll be sure to get to you. Or you can also comment video suggestions and I'll be sure to answer you promptly. You can also subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content or if you just like being my face talking to you. So until our next video, remember, improve every day, grow constantly, and dream endless.
Abba, I will say.